Peekaboo. Hey noobs. Um, I just recorded like a 7 or 8 minute video to upload, and when I was almost done recording it and was about to stop the recording, my computer decided to randomly just shut off for no reason. So I'm starting over. Okay. Um, to start off, I know my videos aren't the most exciting, but I'm not an exciting person, so I guess that's the way it is. Tonight, for Night of Worship, one of the stations was to write a letter to somebody that has helped you grow in your faith, or start your faith, or whatever the case was that we were supposed to do. My letter was to Tim. In the past year or two, Tim has helped me to really grow my faith and stuff, and I've seen significant growth. I went to church when I was younger, but I never really understood anything. When I returned to church, I was older, and I started to join the youth group, and Tim was a youth pastor. That is where my faith journey began. When I started going to youth group, there is no Sunday school yet, well, no youth Sunday school, and so I went in Pastor Ruben's class. Honestly, I didn't pay attention in there. I kinda did, but I didn't understand anything. Shh, don't tell Pastor Ruben. When I first started attending youth group, honestly, I didn't really pay attention in there either. Sorry, Tim. But once I started to get to know people, that eventually changed. Tim was very inviting, and I soon began to feel like I was part of the group. Whenever I brought friends to youth group, Sunday school, or church, whatever, Tim made them feel a part of the group, just as he did whenever I first started going there. Because I know joining a new group, a lot of people can be scary, people you don't know, and it's good to have somebody inviting, just invite you in, and especially, you know, the leader, and just make you feel welcome. That made a lot of my friends want to come back. Whenever my friends or I misbehaved in youth group or whatever, Tim handled it very well. He didn't really get mad, and he was showing the soft voice of Jesus. I just think that's funny. I don't know why, but you know. There's a point, I think last year, at which I was going to quit going to youth group. I was mad at whoever, and everybody and anybody, just for everything. I was having a bad point, and I was just mad and upset about everybody, or about everything, and mad at everybody. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to youth group anymore. So, sorry, had to get my Mountain Dew Baja Blast. So, I informed him I was no longer going to become the youth group. So that Sunday, I walked into church and I brought Hannah with me. And I walked in and Tim said, "Here's your youth group calendar for the month of whatever month it was." And at first I was thinking to myself, you know, I just told you I wasn't coming anymore, you know, whatever. And Hannah's like, "You're part of a youth group?" And I didn't tell her because I was planning on not going anymore, so I wasn't going to tell her about it. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll talk to you about it after church, whatever." And so we went to my grandma's house after church, and I sat down and talked with Hannah and my mom and dad and grandma, and I realized Tim wasn't like, "No, please don't leave," and he wasn't like, "Okay, bye, whatever." He handed me the calendar, I guess maybe encouraging me to stay, and maybe thinking I wouldn't really leave, and I guess he kind of left it up to me, do I really want to do this or not, and, you know, look at all the stuff youth group has planned, why do I want to leave this? And that's what I came, you know, I need to get over myself, I need to quit being mad at people, I just need to shape my life up, I need to get back in youth group, whatever. So I started going again, and Tim and Hannah started coming with me. And so if it wasn't for Tim, under that calendar thing, seems like something very small Tim did. He handed me a piece of paper. It doesn't seem very big, but that made me want to start coming to youth group again, and I brought Hannah with me too. And Hannah and I are both still in youth group, So I feel that that's helped us, and I feel we go to church every week and go to youth group, and I hope that helps us to grow in our faith and everything. Um, Let me see where I'm at here. Also, I like how Tim isn't serious about everything all the time. I'm not really fond of people who are serious about everything, can't joke around, whatever. When they're always stuck on one subject, one topic, I'm not fond of that. There are times to be serious, and there are times to focus on a subject, but not all the time. And I feel people that I can joke around with, people that I talk to, I feel closer to them. And whenever I feel closer to someone, it makes me want to learn about what they're saying, and it helps me. So I like going over to Tim's House for Life group, and we go to Dunkin' Donuts and talk about leadership stuff, but also just sit down and talk. He checks up on me. I can talk to him about whatever. He cares. He sends out alerts for the youth group and stuff. Um, so I feel that I feel pretty close to Tim, and the closer I get, I feel that I can um, I care more about what he's saying in youth group. It helps me learn more about Jesus and grow in my faith. Um, I knew nothing about the Bible coming into youth group. Um, that's Tim's letter. I started to write it to him, then I decided while I was writing it to turn it into my vlog video. So I made some notes and stuff on it. So Tim, if you wanted to keep your letter, you can just save this video or whatever and keep it forever. Because this paper's crumbled up and gonna be thrown away. But going into youth group, I knew nothing about the Bible, and I feel that Tim does a very good job of explaining stuff, and he asks if everybody understands it, and if he doesn't, he tries to explain it and everything. He always brings up Bible verses. He always talks about stories about what Jesus did and everything, and that just helps me to learn more about God, learn more about Jesus and what he did, and that helps me grow in my faith. Um, Also, I feel like knowing Tim's mom helps me too. Um, real close to his family. Um, he used to be real close to Jamie, close to his mom. Went to yard sales with them and went out to eat with them and spent the night at their house and everything. So I feel that you know I can relate to some stuff. And Tim talks about his family, talks about his mom or whatever. I can relate to some of that stuff and helps me feel closer to him. Like I said, the closer I feel to somebody, the more I want to learn, and just the better I feel in my faith and everything, and it helps me grow. So, you know, um, also, I like that Tim asked me if I'm to be a student leader. I love my position in there and everything, and I feel that has helped me grow as well, because it has got me more involved in the youth group. I'm helping plan more stuff, and I feel it helped me a lot. And the more involved I am in stuff, then the more I pay attention to it, the more time I spend doing the stuff, and just the better I feel. So, um, I really like our youth group. We have a small youth group, which I think is kind of better than the big ones because we have more one-on-one time. You can have better discussions. I think it's a lot better, and I like actually having our youth group on a Wednesday instead of a Sunday, because then, you know, go on a Sunday, I have to be there at church early for puppet practice, and then I go to church. Sometimes you do this to me. Have to do the puppets, help do the offering, and so that's and then Sunday school before that, and then okay, time for youth group. I think that's just too much. I like having it in the middle of the week because my weeks usually aren't that exciting, and it's something for me to look forward to in the middle of the week. Get to see all my friends, get to have get out for a while, get to learn about Jesus. It's good to, get to hear Tim play some awesome music, and I like that because I didn't really know a lot of Christian songs or anything because I came into youth group not really knowing what my faith was, what my religion was, and you know, Tim and all the other youth members have helped guide me along in my faith and choose the right path, which I'm trying to stay on. Um, and some songs that Tim is saying and everything, um, has helped me to listen to the music, listen to the lyrics, and help me to grow even farther in my faith. So I just want to say thank you to Tim, for always being there, helping me with whatever. Thank you for being our youth pastor. Um, it's helped me a lot, and if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be in youth group. I may not even have any faith, may not even be going to church, may not be a Christian if it wasn't for Tim. And I feel you helped Zane get back on the right path, and Austin, even though I haven't really talked about him, but I think you helped him somewhat. Um, after quit going to youth group and everything, I was still talking to him, and of him trying to get his parents to go back to church and everything. Zane, you've helped him grow, like I said. Sebastian, I think somewhat, Jordan, he hadn't gone to church for a while, and he went to youth group a couple of times and everything, so I feel you helped him. I'm the one who brought Hannah into youth group, um, the first time and everything, and now she goes and everything, so I feel you helped her, and you've definitely helped me, so thank you for all you do and all you have done. Thank you for being our youth pastor, and even though we may not show it a lot, but we do appreciate you, Tim, and you have definitely helped us grow in our faith, at least me, and that is what my letter pretty much said. So, just want to say thank you to Tim. Goodbye, noobs.